Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 8.5.2 update notice. So if you guys are like me, you woke up this morning and you were just completely unaware we were having a pretty big update. I mean, it doesn't say it's big, but it's pretty big. It changes, it's dependent on who you are. For some of us it's like meh changes, but for some other people it's pretty big changes, and it makes things very, very easy. I mean, oh my gosh, I looked through this update. Some of these things I was messing with, some of them I wasn't, but you'll see exactly what I mean. This is a pretty good update. But let's hurry up and start going through this. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the Rune artifact score system, where they've started putting scores onto stuff like runes and artifacts. So we're all going to be competing with each other. Be like, oh yeah, you talk all this mess, but you have a rune artifact score of 3 bit. And I have a rune artifact score of 100 something. Just joking. There's no way you're gonna get a rune artifact score of 1. Maybe that would be really cool. Find you a rune that gives you like a the lowest rune artifact score. But yeah, you can see here in the pictures on the left, you'll see a legendary rune that's at plus 12 and has an artifact score of 146. And on the right, you see an artifact that has a score of 111. I'm misspeaking, I'm sure. But these scores are obviously based off of a variety of things. Substats, the value of those stats, and the ranges of those stats and all that stuff. I mean, the higher the number, the bigger your score. You get the deal. I mean, we could take a look at it real quick. Of course, runes that are just not upgraded will have a low score. So this is has a score of 42. And you're wondering, it's like, okay, it's giving you a score of 42. How's it giving you the score? What is it basing it off of? First thing is property ranges. Of course, the higher the property range, aka the stat number, the more score it's going to give me. So if it were to have a 7% crit damage instead of 6%, my score might be 43 or 44. Resistance, it's at its max. If the HP instead of being 282 was 375, which that's the max, again, a higher score. The way your rune rolls and all that changes the score. So if I were to roll this plus 9, if I were to get the maximum rolls for all of these substats, my score improves. I mean, it's not necessarily basing the score off of, hey, this is a good combination of substats, unless I'm wrong. It's basing it off of just the values of it. So higher number equals higher thing. So it's like I could kind of show you here that for like my slot 1 runes, this is my best slot 1 rune apparently on my account according to the scoring system. It gives me 186. Of course, enchantment gems and grindstones play a part here. Innate substats play a part here. But you'll see that if I scroll down a little bit, that of course, let's see, my best rune that has not been rolled is this violent rune apparently. It has a score of 83. Obviously has innate speed, but when you look at the property ranges, crit rate, it's in the middle. Crit damage is the second lowest. HP is the second lowest. Resistance is the highest. As they continue to roll, if I were to roll this, its score will improve based off of the rolls that it's had. So that crit rate improved by like 4%. It went into HP 2 times. I can't remember. Property ranges is 8%. So it didn't get the max roll every time. That resistance, that was 5%. Yeah, it tells me right here. I'm not paying attention to the green. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. And then you can see that these were probably like 2 6s or a 5 and a 7 or something like that. But the point is, it rolled up and then the score increased to 138. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But of course it changes and the score improves based off of that. Again, grinding it out, rolling it out will give you a better thing. This can be useful in a way. I mean, it's really dependent. So let's say, I don't know, what do I have a lot of? I have a lot of energy runes. Let's say I wanted an energy rune that had speed in the substats, HP percent, and accuracy. That's all I'm looking for, right? Technically, if I had a bunch of runes sitting here that had that, it would put it in order of like best to worst. So let's probably take out accuracy. Let's just put speed and HP. Or, no. What about defense? There we go. So speed and defense. I'm looking for a slot 3 energy rune that has speed and defense on it. I need the best of the best. I've organized it in terms of score. You would assume that the one all the way to the right, this one has the lowest score, the lowest speed property range and the lowest defense property range. And that is the case. Like, you look at this, it has a score of 32. It's not that great of a rune compared to what probably these other runes are. You look at the property range of the speed, and it should be anywhere from 4 to 6. This is 4. It's the lowest one. The defense is anywhere from 5 to 8%. This is a 5. This is the lowest one. But you click on this one, now it has a speed of 6, the highest potential range for it. And this one has a defense of 6%, so it's the second lowest, but still. And the resistance is the highest it could ever be. So even though these are both purple runes, and both of these are somewhat useful, this one is far better, and it has a much higher score. It has literally double the score, if not a little bit over double. And then you get this middle one that kind of gives me what I want. Speed 6, defense 7%, and accuracy 8%. This is better than actually this one. But it's also using this innate subset. So crit damage 7%. It's also giving it a score based off of that. I guarantee you if that crit damage was like 4%, this rune would be in second place and this would be in first. But I think this is a plus, because you're bound to farm enough times to where it's like you're sitting here and you're trying to figure out which rune is the best for you to use. And this is really nice. I mean, we could do this with crit rate and crit damage on Blade. So it's like, you can see here, it's like I have a bunch of runes sitting here, and we have, I said Blade, come on, of course. So slot 1, again, we're going to go through this just one more time. We have a bunch of purple sitting here. Somehow this thing is +3 and it has a lower score than this one that's untouched, but this one has a score of 61. Crit rate is maxed out. Crit damage is the lowest it can possibly be, but it has resistance innate. I wonder if that's affecting it. But here, crit damage is almost maxed, but not quite. Crit rate's the lowest. HP is the highest. Crit damage is mid. Crit rate's the lowest. HP is the highest. And this one, mid. Mid, like my account. So, I think this could be very beneficial. It's all dependent. It's all very dependent on how much you're farming, but obviously it's like I don't have tons of runes sitting here because I'm lame. But it could be very helpful when it comes to wanting to pick runes, because of course it's going to give you the best runes. It's going to give your best runes a higher score because of the property value and the property range and all that stuff. But pretty self-explanatory. You could use it to your advantage somewhat. But this also helps with the next part of the update, so let's get into that. So of course the next part of the update is the Rune Advanced Settings feature, which is just, honest to God, like I was going through this and I was like, this is really cool. This helps so many people. So if you're one of those people who have trouble building units and you just have so many things you want to go through, or you're trying to build certain units a certain way, maybe you're trying to speed tune a team, whatever it may be, this will help you. So essentially you could set recommendations. So you see all the way on the right, it's saying that it wants to build it wants to give Verd a whole new set of runes, and they've said they want him on Blade Fatal, which is fair. Slot 2 attack %, slot 4 crit damage %, and slot 6 attack %. So this is a PvE Verd, maybe. I mean, yeah, probably. And the target value is for him to have anywhere from 3,000 attack or higher. And this is going to be important. Pay attention to the 3,000 and higher, or whatever % and higher. This is very important because I was messing with this and I was so confused with why it wasn't working. But they're asking for a crit rate 100% and higher. So whenever it gives you any of these rune recommendations or sets, or if it automatically builds for you, it will not give you any recommendations where it is hitting lower than that threshold. You will always have a build that gives you 100% or higher, and he's asking for 150% or higher. So this is very interesting. As you can see here, it will give you up to 300. I know it's right here. You see like 14,758 cases. It is telling you the amount of combinations it has built, but it'll only show you the top 300. So of course, the top one, the best one apparently, has a score of 982. So this is pretty good. Yeah, and then you can see here it's pulling runes from, he must have clicked this included engraved runes, so you can pull runes off of old units. And you see it's pulling runes from his Julie, his Sabrina, his Pungbeck, Tashar, and I'm assuming that's a Pasamith at the bottom. It has him on Fatal Blade. He has 100% crit rate. He's hitting above 150% crit damage, so he's at 172, 3, whatever. Can't count. Over 3,000 total attack and a little bit more speed. And there are so many ways you can control this. I need to go mess with this with you guys. So to enter this advanced rune setting thing, you click on the little star thing here that I'm circling on the screen. You click on Rune Advanced Settings, and it takes you to this screen. It'll let you pick from all the rune combinations here. A neat little thing is if I click like a 4 set, so Fatal is a 4 set, it won't let me select a 4 set. It'll only show 2 sets. I'm going to click Energy. So assuming I want it to build a beginner cocky, let's say I want my slot 2 to be speed, because you want him to be somewhat fast. But you know what? I'm going to build him slow. This is a beginner cocky. Attack percent, attack percent, attack percent. I want my cocky to have anywhere from 8,400 HP and up. So his base HP and higher, which is going to be achievable. This is very important because you see that there are 2 options. You get number and up and then number and down. If I do this, it will not build me any stats. So let's say my target value is, I don't care about the other stats. It just needs to have this. It's not going to give me any combinations because it's trying to find me runes that are going to give me this amount of HP and less, which it's just like, that'll mean that I would have to equip no runes. But if I click this, it's going to give me a bunch of rune combinations, right? So it's going to give me whatever it wants as long as it doesn't, as long as it reaches the target value. So I'll sit here, we'll mess with some of these. So let's say HP, I want it to be, of course, higher than its base. I don't really care what I'm aiming for, but let's say for attack, I want it to hit a 2,000 attack. Not too much to ask for. So this is total, by the way. So I have a base of 812. I'm essentially asking for it to get plus 1,200. I can sit here and be like 2,500 to be a little bit more greedy. Defense, total defense, maybe 1,000. I don't know. Let's say for speed, anywhere from 115, which is his base and higher. Crit rate, I don't want any crit rate, so I'm going to say 15% and down. Same thing with crit damage. I don't want it to add crit damage, so I'm going to put 50% and down. Resistance, I don't care how high it is, and same thing with accuracy. I don't mind it going up. So I've put all of my things. Again, I don't want crit rate, crit damage, so I put it as down. And please don't embarrass me. Cool, so it's giving me 20 cases. It's shown me 20 of my own runes that aren't engraved, that, based off of its score, will achieve what it is that I want. So it's showing me that here it would improve my accuracy, lower my resistance, lower my speed, lower my defense a little bit, but it will increase my attack. It will increase my HP by a little bit. And I can actually here show, have it show what I want it to show. So I want more attack. So I can click on this thing right here and it's showing me the best score. Right, so 2,853. Of course, if I were to upgrade all of these, I would get a much higher score. And if I did want to upgrade it, I could just exit out the whole system. Go plus 12 on this sucker. Really nice. This is really cool. And I could do this, right? I mean, I can enter right back in. Of course, I have to redo all that, so. Of course, I'm gonna try something different. Let's see, can I do 2,000 total attack? 1000 total defense, and then 200 bonus speed, or total speed, my bad. So that's all I'm asking for. I'll say with these right here, what I don't like is you can't click multiple. You can only click one, which I think, like, for when you think about like tanks, it's like you're gonna sit here and be like, for some tanks, I don't mind if it has slot 4 HP or defense, because maybe you're building like slot 2 speed, slot 4 HP or defense, and then slot 6 HP or defense. Either way, you just want them to be tanky. It's just like, I hate that they don't allow you to click multiples, but whatever. Let's see, can I achieve this with my runes? It's showing me 25 cases in which I can get above 200 bonus speed, or total speed, above the criteria that I met, above 1000 defense, above 2000 attack, above my base HP, less crit rate, or no crit rate, no crit damage, above 15% resistance, above 0% accuracy. Really nice. And I can just click on different ones and it's going to show me different runes. So again, let's say I prioritize attack. So it'll give me the one with the highest attack while still keeping me above the 200 speed. So if I wanted to do tons of damage, this would be my kit right here. And this isn't even necessarily 2000 total, so I'll click on this. It's giving me 2,986 total attack. It's giving me the highest attack. And this is, obviously, some of these are grinded out, but could grind this out. A lot of these are grinded down. So I have this is a pretty high score, ain't it? Again, based off of attack. So almost 3,000 score. That's crazy. Oh, no. 3,000. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so stupid. That's not score. That's showing you the highest attack. So 2,986. I hope I got close. And then it's just showing HP. So if I'm worried about HP, it's going to show me, hey, this one gives you a total of 21,854 HP. If I'm worried about defense, total of 1,337 defense, total of speed, I can get upwards of 235 speed. That is interesting, dude. This is really great. What if I wanted accuracy? 62% accuracy. I'm sacrificing a lot. It'll keep me above all the target values while giving me the highest accuracy. This is really fucking good. Holy crap. Speed tuning is so easy for you. Because let's say, I need you to be slower than my Fron, but faster than this. I can click on all these different things. That's so interesting. Holy moly, dude. That is really nice. That is a really nice update. Holy crap. Wow. I'm figuring out new things every second. I didn't know I was like, dang, 2,896 score? That's a big score. No, dude, that's that's the total attack, dude. Holy crap, that's nice. This is, whoever thought of this, vacation. They need a vacation to, I don't know, your mom's house. Anyways, really nice update. This is really cool. Perfect. Next, they have the deck recommendation feature, which I actually haven't tried yet. But you can press the deck button for the list to request a deck recommendation from your friends, guild members, and mentors and mentees. You can write a message about what you want to be recommended. So it shows you where you can go, and you can ask the question. It gives them a timeline. So it's like, I need help with the deck for Giants Keep Abyss hard. Please recommend me monsters, comps, runes, and artifact setups. And then, so if you send like one to me, I can send you back something, and it'll either be free to play or whatever. Again, based off of what you asked for, which is pretty interesting. I just wonder. Get recommended. So, okay, you can only ask. So it's literally asking for stuff. And then you can see it, the previously received one. So get a little bit of a history there. What they should have done with this is, actually, no, that's probably the best thing you could do. It's really good for the mentors and mentees thing. But, Please note that we will first verify the stability of each feature related to the friend recommendations and then prepare an update to allow the use of advanced rune, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is interesting. I would say what I would like is if the person recommends me this thing, I would like to also have it like having had been tested. So it's like, okay, they recommend this, they're recommending me this team based off of what they have and their runes and artifacts and all that. What are the times that are they getting? Out of 30 repeat battles, how many of them are they winning and losing? You know, just kind of show me like the end result screen or whatever of these things. That'd be the only thing I'd request. But this is not bad. New, complete, yeah. So just show me the end results. Don't just, because it's like I could recommend you any bullshit team that don't mean nothing. It won't mean nothing, but it's just like, if you were to put results, be like, hey, you recommended me this. The system does its little calculation. Hey, out of 30 times a repeat battle, you would win this many with this amount of time. It's just like, okay, that would be nice to do. So of course, they've also increased the max amount of runes, grinds, artifacts, and everything that you could pretty much hold. Of course, it's going to cost you a little bit of something. 300 crystals per expansion is absolute highway robbery. And you would think, okay, well, currently it's 1,200. I could expand it all the way to 2,000, which is really cool. You get a free expansion of up to 1,500, 4,000, all that. So you see here, you could expand it all the way up to 2,000. Each expansion gives you 20 slots. So you tell me, is this an expansion? Okay, so this is an expansion for everything, though. But it's just like, how many times is that? Can Drop Knight in editing give me a number? Do the math. Chop, chop. I'm sorry. Love you. Next one. I just think it's going to cost a lot. 300? Jeez. But rune management, you should do mana. I'm sorry for stopping. Rune management, artifact management, blah, blah, blah. Bundle save feature. Change monsters, artifacts, marking in bulk. Oh, whatever. Here's an overview of the feature based off the rune management screen. The same feature applies to the artifact management screen. You could change all markings on runes or artifacts currently equipped to the monster to a specific marking all at once using assign monster. Okay. So your Belagear is equipped with all these Rage Blade runes and artifacts. Even though they're not marked, I can mark them and just mark in bulk. So even if I unequip them, all of them are going to have ones. This is pretty helpful, I guess, for people making videos, because if I wanted to switch around runes, or if I wanted to test monsters on multiple different rune sets, I could just mark them or whatever, and then later on I could just unmark them. That's pretty interesting. Not the biggest thing in the world. The max count increases from 5 to 8. Same thing with the sub properties. Crafting. There's new crafting stuff. So now you can craft ancient runes, artifacts, and all that stuff. So you can craft legendary artifacts now, which is interesting. They finally, it seems, did they finally change? Oh my god. Oh, wait. Oh. Finally. Geniuses. Genius. You deserve a kiss on the mouth. Oh, wait. I mean, it's still better. It's still better. What is this? Full 600. Slot 2. Speed 7. Oh. It's still worth it. If you farm a lot, it's worth it. But it's just like... If you want it at random, it's 100. Oh, no, you have to select a rune of your choice. So it's 600 off the rip. And it's straight up just 2,000 now. Are different values? No. Wow. It's like 2,000. I mean, I'm not going to complain necessarily, because it's like building monsters, especially for videos for y'all, it's going to be a little bit easier, because now I can kind of guarantee that I'm going to get something. That's kind of, it's a little, but I was super excited. You know what? I'm not going to complain. You know, it's better than getting random, because I guarantee you, I've never once gotten any legendary rune worth keeping from the legendary rune artifact system thingy. Then again, this account has costed a lot. Oh, it would have showed it right here. The cool thing is, this one, actually no, the artifact one is useless. The artifact one is useless. You should let me, let me choose the main stat and the attribute and the fire one and all that stuff, but let me choose the substats as well. I mean, kind of, but yeah. Because it's just like, I don't care about the main stat necessarily. Not necessarily. Like, if I'm building like a bomber, I care more about it having bomb damage plus whatever percent and up, or whatever, than, hey, HP or attack, you know? But it's cool, I suppose. Artifact essences. You can now farm or craft ancient gems and ancient grindstones, which is more helpful. It's much more helpful, because sometimes you're crafting those ancient grindstones or runes. My bad. And sometimes you get one that you could use. I mean, I have one on my Thrawn. It's nice that you can finally craft the gems and the grindstones to do that, right? So it's really nice. But moving on to the biggest. Not the biggest. I mean, the freaking advanced setting one was the biggest. But the second biggest thing here, for me, at the very least, was that they revamped the mock battle thing. So instead of needing to complete it in a certain amount of turns, or whatever, it just has specific requirements. So it's like, hey, complete the battle having done these things. So for this one that you see on screen, complete the battle having applied soul protection to your allies, while also making sure that you pass the battle with everyone surviving. Which, these are incredibly easy, and you can get it done in less than an hour. I mean, they erased everything, and they made you start from step 1, and I completed all of them. Very simple and straightforward. You can see I think I had like 400 crystals or whatever, and now I have 1,672. So, pretty nice. Now I got tons of scrolls as well. But other than that, the mock battles are obviously really cool. They added a new menu, a ranking menu, which shows the best clear records for 2As. The drop rates for ancient runes have increased. And the homunculus crafting has been improved. So, if you're curious, first of all, when you build a homunculus for the first time, it changes. So when you build your homunculus for the first time, instead of it being fire, it's now water. And for the support, instead of it being light, it's now dark. Which is good because it's basing it off of the most popular choices. And on top of that, there's a skill preference feature that'll actually build it for you based off of what everybody else is doing. So, going to this really quickly. I mean, you don't even need to toggle this, but you see here, actually, no, you do need to toggle it. Never mind, I'm stupid. It shows you what the biggest thing is for everyone, so it shows you the paths. So, amongst the water one, which 63.8% of players use the water one, the bottom path, you see, it's like 100% obviously on the first one, which you have to. The second one down here, the fluctuate one, 97.4% of players use that, while 2.6% of players go the top path. 98.5% of players go to the bottom path for the second skill. 88.6% of players use chain instead of absorb. And then 90% or 90.6% of players use ice mist. And then when you go to all these other ones, out of the 4.8% of players using the fire one, they go, it looks like chain, obviously brand, and then explosion. And then for the wind one, it is straight up bottom path pretty much, and then advance, and then this. Interesting. So it makes it much easier to know what it is to pick. In case you don't know which one's the best ones, you can see here that it's showing you everything. Really nice. It's very helpful to new players. A lot of these tend to be helpful for new players, so that's very nice. I'm sure new players would appreciate it. But other than that, they've added artifact packages, which I'm not touching that. So SMD. But it changes the chips. I don't know about that. I'm not no scientist. But other than that, it's changed a couple things in the game. Other improvements and changes. Has a list right here. One thing that I've noticed, is that they changed around skills for some of the Harpoos. So, that, or at least the wording. But I think this was a pretty cool update. My favorite part of this update was that auto rune, advanced rune thing. I mean, that is really freaking cool. Holy crap, dude. I want to mess with this. I really want to mess with this. This is going to be so fun, dude. It's going to make ruining monsters so easy. Holy crap. Actually, I'm going to end the video here. But stay a little bit longer if you want to see me just mess around with that thing a little bit more. But, yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what your most favorite part of this update is. My favorite is, of course, the advanced rune setting thing, but also the mock battle. But you guys tell me what yours is. Again, tell me the rune score, your highest rune score, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Okay, so I want it Fatal Blade. It's going to be a PvE verd, so it's not going to be fast. Attack, crit damage, attack. Of course, the HP could be anywhere from its base and up. Crit rate, I'm going to put it as blanky percent and... No, not blanky percent and down. 100% and up. So, it won't give me anything other than 100%. Crit damage, I don't really care. I mean, I guess I kind of do. Let's go 150% and up. It's not asking for too much, right? For speed, I don't really need speed. So, resistance, I don't really care about resistance. Accuracy, I'm not going to mess with it because it might... we're going to leave the resistance and accuracy alone. Defense, I don't really care about. It could be blankety blank and up. Speed can be blankety blank and up. Again, resistance and accuracy can be blankety blank and up. Attack, I would like for it to have like 2,500 total attack. Is that too much? Let's see. What about including engraved runes? Okay, including engraved runes, which I don't want to, but it'll give me an HP of 23,000 if I really wanted the HP. If I was worried about attack, it can give me 2,802 total attack. I'd have 100% crit rate. I'd be at 164% crit damage. Accuracy would be there. I'd have some decent speed. What about defense? I'd have 988 total defense. Speed, I could have 165 total speed. Crit rate, obviously, this would be 123%, but you can't get above 123%. 194 total crit damage. What about accuracy? Now, okay, I'm curious. I want to mess with this again. So, attack, crit damage, attack on Fatal Blade. Let's reset all of this. Let's say I don't care. Boom, 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 boom. We just throw all these up. I want 220% crit damage with 100% crit rate. I'm asking for a lot, but can we do it? Oh, come on. Let's go Rage Blade. Tell me I could do it. Yes. So let's look at the highest crit damage I can get. 236% crit damage off of all of my runes equipped. The highest crit damage I can get is 236, which is not the best considering. I mean, considering from where I'm at, this is fine because it's like this account's still fairly young. But I mean, 236% crit damage. What is that? 2038 attack. But if I wanted more attack, I can still get, what is that? 100. It's over 220. 221%? Is that 221%? Yeah, 221% crit damage, 100% crit rate. 1,542 plus 812. Put that on screen. This is so fun, dude. Dude, I really like this so much. Let's just say speed. What if I wanted over 220 speed? That's all I care about. Oh, of course, it's slot 2. It's slot 2. Let's go speed. Wow. What is the high speed at? 231. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so fun. I'm sorry, this is so fun for me. No, let's just go in here with you. Now I want to mess with you. On some Swift. Actually, can we just go Swift? I don't care what you do with the other stuff. Slot 2 speed. Oh, no. HP percent. HP percent, dude. Target speed. I don't really care about anything else, but I need 220 bonus total speed. Can I do it? Wow. So, if I wanted to have the fastest, 240 total speed. Oh my gosh, this is so great. I'm not going to waste too much more of y'all's time. But that is so cool. This is so nice. What if I want accuracy? The highest accuracy I can get is 76%. But I'd still have 221 total speed. This is really good, dude. And it's like, I mean, it's on a broken set. It's on broken sets. Could I fix that? Can I go Swift like energy? Is this gonna be too much? It's too much. What about Swift focus? No, it did it. I got 31 potential cases without taking runes off of any of my units. Highest speed I can get is 234 with 57% accuracy, 17% extra bonus crit rate, 30% extra crit damage. But it's just like, it's not terrible. I'm getting what I want. What about accuracy? 76% accuracy. What if I'm worried about HP? Okay. Defense. Dude, these are all insane. These are so insane, dude. I'm just... Of course, the more picky I get, the higher the criteria. Or the more runes I'm going to need. Come on. What if I want defense percent? I don't really care. What if I switch those around? HP and then defense percent. Public. Okay, public will literally just boom, boom. Oh, okay, so the speed is too much still. Okay, I'm lowering my standards. 180 speed. Including all engraved runes? How about that? Okay, there we go. If I wanted speed, 249 total speed. Dude. What about HP? Defense. This is so cool. I think you guys should experiment with this. This is so interesting. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna just keep saying, yeah, if you guys stuck around till the end, you guys are true ones. You guys are true ones. Stay real, fam. I don't know. Have a good night. Peace.